Hello, hey, my name's Jeff Talbot, and welcome to this short assessment where we're going to take you through the simplest and easiest way to turn your Facebook profile into a referral generating, client getting, impactful, meaningful place that generates business for you month after month, year after year, because it's connecting you with people who know who you are, know how great you are at what you do, and who love to tell everybody else about you. Simple is best. So let's take this assessment and see how good your Facebook presence is right now at generating you clients month after month after month. You're going to get some great ideas as to where you are weak and where you are strong, so you'll know exactly what you need to do to improve your presence and start getting clients. The worksheet for this assessment is underneath this video. Click on that button on the left there and print it out, and you'll be able to go from there. And then once you've finished the assessment, take a photograph of it with your phone and send it to me via Messenger so I can take a look and say hello and give you a little bit of personal advice. Let's jump in right now and let's do the assessment. Alrighty then, it should look like this. You should have a piece of paper with 3 circles on it. If you don't have a printer, just draw the circles. Just draw 3 basic circles. I want to remind you of why you got into real estate, whether it was 1 month ago, 1 year ago, 10 years ago, or 50 years ago. There was a reason you did it. And most likely it was based on these 3 things. Your worksheet should have this on the back. But the reason you got into real estate was based on these 3 things. Firstly, you probably wanted to make more money. You probably didn't want to be stuck in a job where you might get a little bit of a pay rise every year. You wanted to be able to be the master of your destiny. You wanted to know that if you worked harder or smarter or better, or if you just put in the effort, you would make more money. We want that for you too. You also probably chose to work in real estate because you wanted more freedom. You didn't want to work for somebody who was telling you what to do and where you had to be every single second of the day. You wanted to be able to choose when you worked and when you didn't. And then lastly, you probably chose this career because you wanted to make a meaningful and positive difference in the lives of other people. Now, for some of us, all these 3 things are most important. They're all equal. It's a dead heat. They all get gold medals. For others, there'll be one that matters most for you or for us. So if you just want to go ahead and just circle the one that makes is most important for you, that will be great. We want to dive in now and have a look, because basically there are 3 things you need to do with your Facebook presence. 3 important things to get your business. The first thing we want you to be able to do is attract more and more people to your sphere of influence using Facebook. The biggest reason that most people, maybe you, don't sell enough real estate is because not enough people in your community know who you are, what a great person you are, and how good you are at selling real estate. There's just not enough knowledge of who you are. So we want to attract more local people, more of the people at the price point you want to work to your sphere of influence, and we can use Facebook to do that. Secondly, we want to engage all those people on a daily basis. One of the reasons you don't sell as much real estate also is because every single person in your community probably knows 5 realtors, which is 4 realtors too many for you. Why would they choose you? They'll choose you because you are the one that's engaging them in a natural, organic way every single day, having conversations with them. They're not on some rote drip email campaign or just some like plastic vanilla nurture campaign. They're talking and engaging with you every single day. That's why they'll choose you. And then the third thing we have to do is we have to inspire people to refer us and to use our services. And we're going to go over these 3 things and see how good your Facebook presence is right now at attracting all the right people, engaging them on a daily basis, and inspiring them to use us. Doesn't that sound good? There are 9 components, 3 parts to each circle. So there's going to be 3 for attract, 3 for engage, and 3 for inspire. So it's going to look a little bit like that. You'll see the segments I've drawn in there. You can draw them in on your worksheet too. All right, as we go through this, because it's an assessment, I'm going to ask you to traffic light where you are right now. If you are red, you will give yourself 2 points. Red looks like, well, I'm a bit stuck on this particular assessment criteria. I need to solve it to get more clients. If you're orange, that's going to be 5 points. 5. It's not as good as it could be, and you are leaking some business by being just a little bit average, right? And if you are green, you are 10 points and you are good to go. And this is a strength for you, and we want to leverage it even more. So red, orange, green. So let's go ahead and let's look at attract and the 3 things we're going to measure here. The first thing we're going to measure is sphere saturation. Sphere saturation. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, are you connected to enough of the right local people? Simply put, looking at your Facebook profile, do you have more than 3,000 Facebook friends who live locally in the communities in which you sell real estate? Not other realtors all around the United States or people from foreign countries trying to sell you Bitcoin. They do not count. 3,000 great local people. If you have 3,000 or more, give yourself a green light, and that is 10 points. So draw green with a green pen, draw green in that little gap there. I'll show you what I mean in a second. If you have between 500 and 3,000 local Facebook friends, you are orange. Give yourself 5 points. If you have less than 500 local Facebook friends, not enough people know how great you are and who you are and what you do and how good you are at selling real estate, less than 500 friends, you are red, and give yourself 2 points. We can change all of this. We can help you, but we want to know where you are first. Let's also look at focus growth. Even if you have a very big sphere of influence, if it's not growing, if new people aren't coming in, it's dying. And I don't want your sphere of influence to be dying. So you can see this criteria easily in your recently added friends on Facebook. But again, we're looking for local people. Are you getting connected with more and more local people? If you have 25 plus new local Facebook friends in the past week, you are green. If you have between 5 and 25 new local Facebook friends in the past week, you're orange. If you have less than 5, you are red. So put your criteria there. The last thing, though, is we want to be able to welcome these new people in. New people are a great source of referral, and they're a great source of business. So if you have a clear and accurate welcoming strategy when you get new Facebook friends that makes them feel loved, that gives them a gift, that makes them feel like they would like to use your services or tell other people about you, then you are green. If you welcome them, but it could be much better, you're orange. If you either ignore them or try and sell to them straight away, big mistake, then you are red. So what are you there? Red, orange, or green? Red, orange, or green. And you're going to color it in something like that. So go ahead and put your results down. Excellent. All right. So let's move across now to engage. The first criteria we want to look at here is contagious engagement. When we can get people actively involved, talking to us on our comment threads, seeing our content on a daily basis, it's what we call natural nurture. They're just seeing you everywhere. You seem really popular, and it's a really powerful thing. So if you're getting 100 plus comments on your posts, it seems like a lot, by the way, but we have a history of getting hundreds of people to 100 plus comments very, very quickly. So we can change this criteria very easily. If you have 100 plus comments on average on your posts, you are green 10 points. If you have between 30 comments and 100 comments on average on your posts, somewhere between 30 and 100, you are orange. If you have less than 30, not enough people are engaging in your social media presence and your Facebook presence, you are red. So less than 30 red, between 30 and 100 orange, 100 plus green. Nextly, we want to look at brand maximizer. Simply put, is your Facebook profile so unique, and are you creating content that is so useful and helpful for people that your friends can easily tell other people in the community to follow you on Facebook? Not because you're a good realtor, that's a given, but because your content is so valuable. So they'll say, you got to follow Sally on Facebook because her cat videos are hilarious and they really make you think about life. Right? There needs to be something valuable, discreet, and describable about your content. If you think you have that, If you think people are talking about your content all the time, if you know they are, then you are 10. Give yourself green, 10 points. If you are somewhat unique but could be better, you are 5 points, you are orange. And if you are have some work to do here, there's no real defined maximized brand, you are 2 points and you are red. Okay, last criteria for engage is we want also to be having real estate posts that create real estate conversations with people. Too often our real estate posts look like very lonely because they're not very engaging and they don't stimulate further real estate conversations. So if you're having real estate conversations in public with people about their homes, their houses, their real estate history, if you are having, let's see, 20 plus a week, you are green. If you are having 5 to 20, you are orange. And if you're having less than 5, you are red. Okay, so go ahead and make sure you color this in. Mine or this mock profile looks a little bit like this. Now, if all you did was attract a huge number of local people and you engaged them on a daily basis, in a very contagious, infectious, wonderful way, you would get business. In fact, Bob from our training program in Florida, Robert Darrow, he's having about 2 or 3 clients a month just from doing this. However, you get 4 to 6 like Dana Riley when you take on the last criteria. When you don't only attract the right people and engage them and nurture them, but you inspire them to use you and to refer you to other people. So I want to ask you about this. Firstly, are you having one-on-one messenger conversations with people in your sphere of influence? Are you talking one-on-one to them in Messenger? If you're having one-on-one conversations, you'll sell. If you're not, you won't. This is the first step. If I looked in your Messenger inbox today, in the past week, if you have had 30 plus conversations with people that aren't your drunk uncle or your spouse or your children, etc., but 30 people in your community, congratulations, you are green, 10 points. If you're having between 5 and 30, you are orange. If you are having less than 5, you are red, and we have to change this. And the next thing we want to do, though, is we don't just want to stay one-on-one in Messenger. For social media and for your sphere of influence to be extremely powerful, you have to be connecting with people in a very real way. So either on the phone, in person, like in a coffee shop or at an event or on a video conference. Are you making your social presence? Are you taking it and making it real? Are you having real conversations with people? Now, here we go for this. We have some people, by the way, who are having 40 plus conversations a week and doing huge deals in a luxury market. So if you're having 15 plus real life conversations a week, so 15 phone calls, 15 in-person meetups, whatever it is, but at least 15, whatever works for you, real life conversations from Facebook each week, you are green. If you're having between 5 and 15 phone calls, in-person meetups, meeting them all in an event, that would count as 15, you are orange. If you are having less than 5, you are red. And again, we need to get you face-to-face with people if you want to sell real estate. Lastly, the most important criteria of all is, are you forming mutual and equal referral partnerships with people? We have a distinct scripting and framework that we're working on to create partners. If you want more money, more freedom, and more meaning from real estate, you must be creating meaningful relationships where people will do anything to help each other and you'll do anything to help them. If you are not consistently every week creating another partner, another referral partner, you're going to be always pushing everything uphill and you're never going to have all the freedom in particular that you want, and most likely not the meaning. So here's some good criteria for you. If you are making 5 plus referral partners a week from your Facebook profile, then you are green. If you are making between 2 and 5, you are orange. If you are less than 2, you are red, which means the connections are not getting strong enough and we need to change that, and we can. We want to change this. So you put your numbers in, put your figures in, go ahead and do that. Pause the video if you need to. Next, we want to come across to our back of the sheet, and we want to put in our results, right? The color for each category, and then the score associated with the color. Remember, 10 for green, 5 for red, orange, 2 for red. It looks like this, in case you're still guessing. If I was orange for sphere saturation, I'll give myself a 5. If I was red for focus growth, I'll give myself a 2. And if I had a great welcoming strategy, I'll give myself a 10 for green, okay? Here's how it works. It would look something like this. Your sheet will be different, but you can see here you total it up out of 90. We can work through this process over many months and get you better and better and better. Please take a photograph of it with your phone and message it to me so I can see your results and give you some personal feedback. The ultimate goal, if you want 4 to 6 clients a month or more from Facebook, is to go from here to here. And it's really easy if we focus on each criteria and get you good at every single thing. It's what Dana Riley here has done. Did about 10 transactions only last year. Started working with our system in 6 months. She's got about 35 already this year. We'll do 50 easily this year, 5 times her business. It's looking like, all with Facebook. And she's only scoring at about 65 out of 90 right now. So imagine what's going to happen when she hits 100. The business you want is a referral business where you are connected to people who are just doing all the work for you, all the heavy lifting, telling everyone in their community what a great real estate professional you are. When you can empower people to do this, your life gets really easy. The people come in to your business with so much trust and so much excitement to work with you. You're not having to audition anymore. They're choosing you, and you're deciding if you want them. That's the kind of business we want to build, a dynamic, powerful, people-first business. Excited to help you some more. Send me your assessment. Take it again and again and again. If you want information on our training, we can talk about that. Happy to help you. Excited for you to reach your potential and build the kind of business that you deserve and have wanted ever since you began. I'm Jeff Talbot. Send me a message. Love to see your assessment. Talk soon.